Good evening, folks. We are broadcasting live from Woodforest Bank Stadium for a very exciting district matchup and rivalry game between the Woodlands Highlanders and the Woodlands College Park Cavaliers. I've got to be honest with you, I've been looking forward to this game all week. Both teams come in undefeated in the district, so this game amounts to a race for first place in the district. College Park boasting the better record, coming in at 7-1. They are winners of 6 straight, including last week's big victory over Oak Ridge, 35-7. Again, they are 4-0 in district play, and because of that overall record, they are sitting atop the district standings in first place. The Woodlands, meanwhile, technically in second place in district, but they also match College Park's 4-0 record in district play with a 4-0 mark of their own. They do have one more loss on the season at 5-2, although they are winners of 4 straight, coming off a big 38-35 victory over Conroe last week. So we are about 28 minutes to kickoff. Right now we have fairly good playing conditions. It's about 67 degrees out there. If we have a rain, it's a light rain, but I don't see too many umbrellas up. The ponchos are out heavily in the stands, but everybody looks like they're filling in and ready for a fantastic matchup tonight. It's rivalry day in football, the day after Thanksgiving, and thanks to conference realignment and all the COVID shenanigans, we don't have your traditional rivalry games at the college level scheduled for today. So hopefully you're joining us and you're going to get your big dose of rivalry football tonight here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Both Woodlands high schools going after first place in the district. We're going to get to the cheerleading teams in just a moment here, followed by some school songs, the national anthem, and the coin toss right around the corner. Just about 25 minutes from kickoff. Stay with us. So if you're looking at the rankings coming into here, College Park with a slight advantage. In the region, they come in ranked 23rd. The Woodlands come in ranked 27th. Of all 6A schools in the state, College Park comes in ranked 45th, while the Woodlands come in at 53rd. And then in the state of Texas, College Park in the top 100, coming in right at 100, and the Woodlands are ranked 121st in the state of Texas. The Woodlands averaging 33 points per game to College Park's 27 points per game. So on paper, these two teams are evenly matched. District records would also say they're evenly matched at 4-0. The winner of this takes first place in the district, so they're both geared up and ready to go. Hope you are too. 26 minutes from kickoff.
Should an emergency occur, instructions will be provided through public address system. Public safety personnel dispersed through the stadium may also provide instructions to fans. It is important for people to remain calm and follow through the instructions. If there is a total loss of power, please stay seated and school district staff will provide further directions. Under special circumstances for safety purposes, fans may be required to evacuate the stadium. Should this occur, please follow the directions provided through the public address system and leave in a calm, orderly fashion through the nearest gate. Should a weather event develop, information and warnings will be provided through the stadium public address system. After an event would cause you to leave the stadium, you would be readmitted to the stadium once it's safe. To report a public safety issue, please inform a CISD police officer or school official. Lastly, please remember, if you see something, say something.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to tonight's game. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the UIL. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players and students have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve excellence. This facility is also following COVID-19 risk mitigation guidelines as recommended by the UIL and state authorities. We ask that as a spectator, you help slow the spread of COVID-19 by wearing a face covering at all times unless consuming food or drink, maintaining at least 6 feet of distancing at all times from other groups and individuals outside of your household, and washing or sanitizing your hands often and avoiding touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. We also ask that as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, trainers, cheerleaders, dancers, and musicians have put forth. Cheer them on, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of their hard work. By your conduct, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and schools. While your sportsmanlike actions may play only a small part in the outcome of this game, it will play a greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. The game officials have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike any of those players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. Enjoy the game.
Yard line, past the college cheerleaders. They're in Woodlands total. Keep going, right at the 52.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to beautiful Woodlands. Bank Stadium, home field of your College Park Cavaliers for another night of the finest football played in America, Texas high school football. This evening, 6A Region 2 District 13 contest features the visiting team, the Woodlands Highlanders, versus the Woodlands College Park Cavaliers. Superintendent of School for Conroe ISD is Dr. Curtis Knoll. Conroe ISD Athletic Director is Mr. Danny Long. The principal of the Woodlands High School is Dr. Ted Landry. And the principal of College Park High School is Dr. Mark Merle. Texas high school football is known around the country for the great athletes who participate in UIL activities, but also it is known for the quality of character and leadership exhibited by their coaches. The head coach for the Highlanders is Mr. Jim Rapp. And the head coach for your Cavaliers is Mr. Ronnie Madison. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the center of the field. Before each game, members of the Good Sportsman League meet and exchange gifts that symbolize friendliness and good sportsmanship between the two schools. Representing the Highlanders, E.B. Billy, Matthew Nunes, Isabel Pavetta, Katie Block, Justin Hussein, Ella McFarland, Tyra Munger, Eddie Schreiber, and Lauren Mano. And representing College Park, Riley Horn, Chloe Garcia, Danny Rosales, and Morgan Wheatstone.
Our school was divided, my school was divided down the middle. So the girl across the street was the Woodlands Highlanders.
Let's give our Good Sportsman League members a round of applause. No football game will be quite complete without one group of young people that really add to the total enjoyment of tonight's activities. Naturally, these are the cheerleaders. Representing the Woodlands Highlanders, Macy Allen, Lauren Carr, Ava Bass, Annie Beaver, Kate Dennis, captain, Jaden Everly, Sabrina Edward, Reese Howard, Isa Giradella, Georgia Mahoney, Emerson Mann, captain, Joey McDowell, Bella McKinney, Kira Walker, captain, Bella Pasquarino, Warner Riggs, Abby Schreiber, Aaron Smith, Jenna Urban, Emma Valverde, Daniela Vargas, mascot Grayson Drunk, and Max Van. And now for your College Park varsity cheerleaders, Carly Bentley, Double Nadia English. Kira Fincher. Krista Freeman. Bailey Hanners. Mackenzie Hazen. Ashley Hensley. Georgia Hicks. Shorner Hoops. Zoe Luckett. Sadie McDowell. Mackenzie Noyes. Maddie Rosales. Aiden Shield. And mascot Calvin the Cavalier. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand? We ask that you take a moment to consider in your own way the safety of the players and other participants in this contest, the sportsmanship that will be displayed, and everyone's safe return home. Please join in a moment of silence. Thank you. And if you would, please remain standing for the playing of the school songs. First, the school song of the Woodlands High School. And now, the school song of College Park High School.
It's not enough to be the leader in robotic-assisted procedures if we're not by your side for every step of your recovery, guiding you back to what makes you, you. Because it's not enough to replace your knee if we're not getting you to the moments that can't be replaced. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Resilience, strength, teamwork. We're no strangers to disaster, and our spirit is even bigger than our state. We're Montgomery County's hometown bank, Wood Forest National Bank, with over 25 area locations to assist you. Proudly celebrating 40 years in business and supporting community partners such as Conroe Independent School District, Montgomery County Food Bank, Wood Forest Food Bank Center, Montgomery County Habitat for Humanity, Wood Forest Center.
What if everyone could heal like a pro? As the official healthcare provider for the Houston Texans, we use our experience to treat every patient with the same elite level of care. Studying the human body at its peak to better treat it when it's not. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Shopping for a new or used vehicle? Or just looking for a place for good, reliable service? Go with the name you know. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. The Gullo family has been serving the Conroe Woodlands area since 1970. So the next time you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or just need service, do yourself a favor and go see Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford. Or log on anytime at GulloAuto.com. Gullo, let's drive.
All right, we're just a tick over 7 minutes from kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please direct your attention to the 50-yard line? Over the past 2.5 weeks, the Woodlands and College Park High School have been participating in a friendly competition food drive to collect the most canned
And the Woodlands High School and College Park High School
called Matthew's Birthday Wish. Matthew's Birthday Wish is a charity food bank that gives back to our community.
presenting a check for just under $5,000 for a fundraiser that both high schools did together. So a wonderful show of solidarity between the rival high schools on this food drive that they coordinated together, raised $4,772 combined, and that is a fantastic contribution from these high schoolers around the holidays here. And of course, being the day after Thanksgiving, it is rivalry football day, and we've got a great rivalry game tonight. The Woodlands, although they call Wood Forest Bank Stadium home, will be the away team this evening, and they'll be getting on the field here shortly in their all-white unis. College Park Cavaliers get to play as the home team tonight, so they have opted for the navy blue pants, unis, and helmets for tonight's matchup. Again, if you're tuning in, you probably know that both of these teams come in sporting undefeated district records, both coming in at 4-0. So this game is for first place in the district. College Park, they are the first place team because they boast a slightly better record at 7-1 to the Woodlands 5-2. Both teams undefeated in district play. College Park winners of 6 straight. The Woodlands coming in on a 4-game winning streak. So this should be a fantastic game tonight. So rivals not only because of the proximity of these high schools, but also because they are playing for control of the district. And while we've had a wet day throughout the day, and this is the second of a doubleheader game here at Wood Forest Bank Stadium. The first one, we had a slight weather delay across halftime, but play not interfered with by the weather. Just a little wet, making for slightly sloppy conditions at times. But we should have a fairly dry kickoff to get started. And we're just about 4 minutes from kickoff. Both teams slowly making their way out of the locker rooms into their inflatables. As you can see, the Woodlands there getting ready to make their dramatic entrance onto the field. Looks like the Highlanders are ready. And here come the visitors. Excited and hyped to take on College Park tonight for control of their division. The Highlanders led by head coach Jim Rapp. Again, they come in at 5-2, 4-0 in the district, winners of 4 straight, coming off of a 38-35 win over Conroe last week. And College Park in control of their destiny as well, 7-1 overall, 4-0 in the district, winners of 6 straight, looking to go undefeated in district play with a win tonight. Their last defeat, or their only defeat rather, of the season came all the way back in October 2nd to Martin High School out of Arlington. And they've been on a tear ever since then, so almost 2 months without a loss for College Park Cavaliers.
All men should remove their hats, and everyone should stand and place their hand over their heart in honor of our great country.
ROTC making their way to center field, presenting
Tonight's colors are being presented by the College Park Marine ROTC. Texas Flag Rifle Bearer Cadet Staff Sergeant Kendall Creed. Texas Flag Bearer Cadet Captain Carla Reyes. National Ensign Cadet First Sergeant Elizabeth Fleming. National Ensign Rifle Bearer Cadet First Lieutenant Jaden Casino.
In the center.
Get a rousing rendition of our national anthem from these high school bands, and College Park Cavaliers band contributing that wonderful effort for us this evening. Just about ready for the coin toss and kickoff, 66 degrees at kickoff. To my friends and family up north, Wichita, St. Louis way that are listening, 66 degrees at kickoff. It's not raining right now and there's no breeze, and I see several winter coats in the stands, so people bundled up for tonight's game, although we're sitting at 66 degrees at kickoff. So they're prepared for the cold weather. Not sure we're going to get it tonight. They're also prepared for the rain, and I'm starting to see some umbrellas pop up, so I think the rain might be coming down lightly out there, but certainly not a downpour, and certainly not enough to put a damper on what we've got going on this evening. College Park sending 4 captains out for the coin toss. Carson Nolan, Kurt Evangelister, Dylan Hazen, and Hank Hudson will go to midfield for the Cavaliers on the coin toss, and it looks like the Woodlands will send Titan Tucker, the senior offensive lineman, out as the captain for the coin toss. Dylan Hazen will go to midfield as the solo captain on the coin toss. So the Woodlands will make the call as the visitors tonight. Woodlands win the toss. They have elected to receive to start the game, and they will defend the north end zone. College Park, with their back to the south end zones, will receive the kickoff to start the second half. And we are just about ready to get started. I cannot stress this enough. This is going to be a great game tonight. Both teams undefeated in the district, playing for first place. Natural rivals, even without the implications of first place in the district. But everything lines up to being a fantastic Friday night matchup here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Our sponsor this evening, Memorial Hermann, the Woodlands Medical Center. And the Woodlands will put 2 return men inside the 10. It looks like they're lining up back on the 5. College Park teeing it up on the 40, and we are ready to go here. 7:02 officially. And we have a good evening of football in front of us. The kickoff is going to be just in front of the end zone, fielded at the 3 and advanced to the 10-yard line. Stutter step at the 15, where he is hit and brought down at the 16-yard line. And that's where the Highlanders will get the ball on their first possession this evening. Connor DeShiro is the senior quarterback behind center for the Woodlands. Expect to see some from number 7, the freshman quarterback, making an appearance in the backfield as well. This handoff goes to Jack Calhoun, and his forward progress stopped and the play whistled dead after a gain of 1. And Jack Calhoun, very involved in the Woodlands offense, listed as a wide receiver, spends about half of the offensive snaps lined up in the backfield. He'll be in the slot to the right on this formation, 4 wide receivers. And the snap with a handoff up the middle, where there is not a lot of room to run, maybe up to the 21. And that's Lane O'Brien with the carry, the senior running back for the Woodlands. Gets the ball up to the 21. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. The Highlanders operating from the shotgun. Man in motion out of the backfield. It's a slant pattern that's intercepted and advanced to the 20, 15, and taken down at the 10. So a big turnover for College Park as this ball was overthrown, and the interception made by Joseph Golden, the junior defensive back for the Cavaliers. And that'll give College Park fantastic field position as they'll spot this at the Woodlands 6-yard line. So their first possession of the game will be a 1st and goal from the 6. And they go with a tight formation. No wideouts, 1 in the backfield. And it's a direct snap to number 16, who takes it around the left side and is forced out of bounds. That's Alex Brigman, the wide receiver, lined up in the Wildcat formation. Takes the direct snap down to the 3-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and goal. So it looks like they're going to go with the same formation, and that's Alex Brigman in the shotgun. He's listed as a wide receiver. He takes the snap, he bobbles it, and now it's a fumble, and the ball is scooped up by the Woodlands, recovered by the Highlanders, and he's down at the 11-yard line. So a couple of big turnovers early, and the Woodlands escape what could have been a very costly turnover on their end with a fumble recovery. And they'll get their second possession of the game deep in their own territory. They'll start on their own 11-yard line. But they get out of that without surrendering any points to the Cavaliers. The handoff goes to Calhoun, who's looking for running room on the left side. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage and brought down at about the 10-yard line. So they'll say he made it back to the line of scrimmage and spot this at the 11, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Three wide receivers bunched to his left. He puts the slot man in motion. That will be a handoff to that wide receiver who fights his way up to the 20. Teddy Knox, the wide receiver, with the rush on that play. About 8 yards on the carry. They'll say he made it to the 19-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 2. The Woodlands get set with 2 wide receivers. Tight end on the right side of the line. This snap is handled by the freshman quarterback. That's number 7, Mabry Matauer. And he falls forward just enough to get the first down. Ball at the 22. And number 7, Mabry Matauer, will stay in at quarterback as he communicates to his offensive line. 1 in the backfield with number 7. Shotgun snap. Quarterback keeper. Follows some blocks, maybe gets a yard on the left side up to the 23. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. Connor DeShiro, senior quarterback, back in for the Highlanders. Four wide receivers. He goes back as though he's going to pass, but it's a designed run. He tucks and runs, makes it back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing going on that running play for DeShiro. And it'll bring up 3rd and long. The Woodlands struggling to get something started on offense. 3rd and 10 from their own 22-yard line. College Park with 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. DeShiro back to throw, looking to his left. Plenty of time. This ball tipped at the line, brought down by Calhoun at the 25, but hit immediately. So a 3-yard gain will bring up 4th and 7 in a punting situation for the Highlanders as they are deep in their own territory. Cavaliers will put 1 return man back, and it looks like he's setting up around the 35-yard line. It's a good snap. The punt is angled towards the sideline. It drops around the 40 and takes a Highlander bounce down to the 20, where they'll watch it go inside the 20 and come to rest at around the 17-yard line. So a good punt down at the 17-yard line, and that's where College Park will start their 2nd series of tonight's game. Didn't get a whole lot going on that first series. A turnover on their first set of downs. But the Woodlands cannot capitalize on the turnover, so no points given up. College Park with their 2nd possession on their own 17-yard line. From the shotgun, directing traffic. 1 man in the backfield to his right. It's a play action pass across the middle. He has his man wide open, finds him in stride across the 50, makes a move to the inside of the field, makes it to the 45-yard line on the Woodlands side of the field. And a huge gain, Justin Sheldon, Alex Brigman with the reception for the Cavaliers. And they are now in the Highlander side of the field, 1st and 10. Handoff goes to number 7, who's looking for some running room up the middle. That's Brenton Martinez with the run, sophomore running back for the Cavaliers. Gets the ball to the 42. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Hank Hudson is the senior quarterback for the College Park Cavaliers. He's got 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Man out of the backfield, that's who he's looking actually for. Brigman across the middle. Pass is incomplete, thrown a little bit behind him on the crossing route. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. They've got to get the ball up to the 35 for this 1st down. Cavaliers at the line with 3 wide receivers. Men in motion to the right side of the line. Quarterback back to pass, rolls to his right, looking downfield, has a man. It looks like it was a pass complete. The flag comes in late as he was covered very tightly by the Woodlands defender, and I think they may get him for defensive pass interference. That's what the location of that flag would indicate, as he seemed to be on the back of that wide receiver a second or two early, and we'll wait for this official call. But this could be a big turn for College Park. And now they're saying no flag. So no penalty on the play brings up 4th down. College Park bringing in their punting unit. Although they are on the Woodlands side of the field, they're not deep enough to really make this 4th down territory. So they'll punt from there, or excuse me, from the Woodlands 42-yard line. Return man back at the 10. This punt is going to land at the 15, take a College Park bounce down to the 7, where it's downed, and the Woodlands will have 93 yards to navigate to try to get into the end zone on what will amount to their 3rd possession of tonight's game. The Highlanders ready to go from their own 7. It's 1st down and 10. Handoff goes to number 15 up the middle. That's Lane O'Brien with the carry. And he'll get 4 or 5 yards on that carry. They'll spot it on the 11, so we'll call it a 4-yard carry, 2nd and 6. DeShiro behind center for the Highlanders. It's a pistol formation. His running back lined up behind him. He looks to throw to his left. He loses the ball. It is a fumble, and it's being fought for in a scrum. It's being signaled that the Woodlands keeps possession. College Park suggesting otherwise, but the officials say Highlanders retain possession. So on a very wet day, you can imagine, even if it's not raining right now, the turf very wet, the ball getting wet, and that just slipped out of DeShiro's hands as he attempted to pass that. But he had the wherewithal to just fall on that and retain possession. It's 3rd down and 10, deep in their own territory from the 7. They'll try this again. He's looking deep to his left. His man open with the reception, and he's off to the races, folks, to the 50, and it's going to be tough to catch as he is going to run this into the end zone for a score. That is a 93-yard touchdown for the Woodlands. So the point after try being set up. Six nothing pending the extra point. The kick is up. And the kick is good, 7-0. The Woodlands over College Park early. So he had his man beat by a step, but he had to come back on the play. The defender falls down, and nobody able to come close.
I'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Memorial Hermann, the Woodlands Medical Center. At Memorial Hermann, the Woodlands Medical Center.
Conroe ISD would like to thank the press box sponsors for the 2020 season, including BJ's Restaurant and the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Buca de Beppo and the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Buffalo Wild Wings, Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Chili's in the Woodlands, College Park, Chick-fil-A, Culver's in Conroe, HEB Conroe Market and Harper's Trace, Manny's Barbecue in Conroe, McKinsey's Barbecue in Conroe, Raising Cane's of Conroe, the Woodlands and Rayford Road, Red Robin of the Woodlands, Russo's New York Pizzeria in Conroe, Spectrum in Oak Ridge, Spring Creek Barbecue in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Texas Roadhouse in Conroe, Vernon's Country Catfish in Conroe, Wings and More in Conroe. And a special thanks to Spring Creek Barbecue here in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah for sponsoring the press box tonight. So the Woodlands strike first, 93-yard touchdown pass to take a 7-0 lead with 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter. College Park looking to respond on this possession. They have two return men set up on the 10-yard line for this kickoff. The Highlanders kick it and recovered at about the 8. This one is advanced to the 20, spins away from a would-be tackler and gets up to about the 23-yard line. And that's where the Cavaliers will start this drive as they look to respond to the big touchdown reception from the Highlanders.
Ball be spotted at the 23-yard line. First down and 10, Cavaliers.
This game is for first place in the district. This is a fake handoff with an end around, and he's got room to run around the outside on the right of the line there, brought down just short of the first down marker. That was Holden Rook, the junior wide receiver on the carry.
24 will stop for the Highlanders. Gain of 9, second down and 1.
9-yard gain will bring up 2nd and 1. Hudson in shotgun, puts his wide receiver in motion. It's a handoff up the middle, breaks it to the left, has some running room up to the 40, makes a spin move, and then makes it to the 45-yard line. Connor Dunphy on the carry. There is a flag on the play, and by the looks of the movement on the field, this is going to go against College Park, as the Cavaliers are already marching themselves back from the line of scrimmage. And an unfortunate holding call against the Cavaliers will negate that big run. And as they step this off, it'll put the ball back on the 22-yard line. And we'll reset for this second down play, as they're looking at a 2nd and 11. 3 wide receiver set. The slot man is to the left. Looks to his left to throw. Finds his wide receiver on a screen. Picks up a block and gets up to about the 28-yard line, maybe the 29. They'll spot it at the 28, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 yards. Cavaliers need 5 yards to pick up this first down. Empty backfield. Looks to his right on a crossing pattern, complete to the wide receiver with enough yards for the first down. Up to the 38. And that'll move the chains for the Cavaliers. So a big third down conversion as the Cavaliers are looking to respond to the touchdown drive that the Woodlands were able to put together. First and 10, ball's on their 39-yard line. It's a handoff up the middle, fights for about 4 yards. Up to the 42-yard line. Looks like that was Connor Dunphy with the carry for the Cavaliers. He is a freshman. Cavaliers go with 3 wide receivers, the slot man again on the left, 1 in the backfield, and the handoff up the middle, makes a move on the outside. Not a lot of room to run, almost to the 45. They'll mark it on the 44-yard line. Dunphy with the carry again, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5. A big third down for the Cavaliers in an empty backfield. Going to look to his right, finds his man again on a slanting pattern across midfield. Good enough for a first down. And they are now on the Woodlands side of the field. Ball on the 45 as the chains will move. And the Cavaliers get a brand new set of downs. Less than a minute left in this quarter. Couple of turnovers. And a big play by the Woodlands get us to where we're at right now with a 7-0 Highlanders lead. But the Cavaliers looking to respond. It's a play action pass, looking to throw deep, has his receiver, and it's complete inside the 10-yard line, down at the 8-yard line, make it the 7. And a huge gain for College Park. And a great route run. He had separation from his defender. College Park will probably let the clock go to zeros as they'll have 1st and goal from the 7 when we begin the second quarter here at Woodforest Bank Stadium.
Donnie Buckaloo from Buckaloo Chevrolet, home of the Better Buy. Buckaloo Chevrolet is here to help you with all your transportation needs. Visit us in Conroe or shop BuckalooChevrolet.com. See you soon.
It's a better buy at Buckaloo.
All right, this game proven to be a very close and exciting game through 1 quarter. The Woodlands lead 7-0 on a 93-yard touchdown pass in the first quarter. A couple of turnovers, but no points off the turnovers in that first quarter. College Park going to start with the ball on the 7-yard line here as they look to respond to that Highlander score. That is some seriously aggressive flossing going on by some of the band members there. All right, and we're getting ready to start this second quarter. As the Woodlands will now defend the south end zone, and that's what they've got their backs to here as we start the second quarter. 1st and goal for College Park. And it's a quarterback keeper. It's actually a wildcat formation. And he's looking for running room on the right side, brought down on the 5-yard line. And that was Connor Dunphy with the direct snap out of the wildcat formation. Dunphy listed as a wide receiver. He is a freshman. So a lot of good productive years ahead of him. and College Park football program. They've got 2nd and goal from the 5. And it looks like they'll stay with the Wildcat formation. Dunphy in at quarterback. Handoff goes up the middle. Ball comes out into the end zone. It's recovered by the Woodlands, but the official on the field says runner down. And the ground caused the fumble, so no fumble. College Park retains possession. On that hit, the runner flipped up and over. And then the next thing you know, the ball is coming out into the end zone. But they say he was down at the 2-yard line. So it is 3rd and goal from the 2. College Park in a tight formation with no wide receivers. It's a snap to number 16 who's looking for some running room. He gets a push forward. And no signal yet from the officials. And now they say touchdown College Park. Alex Brigman with the direct snap. And a determined effort to get into the end zone to make this a 7-6 football game pending this extra point. The kick is up. It looks good from here. They say kick is good, so we are tied at 7. So the Cavaliers able to respond to the Woodlands touchdown late in the first quarter with a score of their own early in the second quarter here to tie this game at 7. This game is for all the marbles. Both teams 4-0 on district play coming in. Winner takes first place in the district. So as this game goes on, if it's close, if we have several lead changes, the intensity will grow and the excitement along with it. The Woodlands will put 2 return men deep, setting up on the 5-yard line for this kickoff. The Cavaliers have Sebastian Parra as their place kicker, and he looks like he is teed up and ready to go. And this is going to be a high, short kick fielded at the 25, brought to the middle of the field and advanced to the 30. Stutter stepped up to the 33-yard line and brought down at the 33. That's where the Woodlands will start this drive as they try to respond in kind to the Cavaliers score. The Woodlands' last possession ended in a 93-yard touchdown reception. And from the shotgun, they will hand off. Runner up the middle, has some space, hits that hole hard, and falls forward past the 45-yard line up to the 46. And that's enough for a first down. The Highlanders on their own 46-yard line. 1st and 10. It's a high snap, but recovered and handed off. Runners up the middle, tries to leap over the line, but unable to, and they'll whistle this dead at forward progress. Right back at the line of scrimmage. And that was Jabari Reed with the carry for the Highlanders. Connor DeShiro operating from the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. Jabari Reed in the backfield to his right. Looks to his left, throws, finds his wide receiver on the left sideline, makes a move, gets past 2 tacklers, and forced out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. That pass complete to Teddy Knox. Knox is a senior wide receiver. Fresh set of downs for the Highlanders as they're on the College Park 36-yard line. Same formation, 4 wide receiver set, 2 on either side. He has Jabari Reed in the backfield with him out of the shotgun. He puts Reed in motion. He's going to look to his right. It's an interception. College Park jumps that route, comes down with it, and a big turnover. College Park ball at their own 33-yard line. So a great read by the defender. And he sniffed that route out and just jumped right in front of that pass and came down with it easily. So another turnover for College Park, and they'll try to capitalize on this as we are tied at 7 with 9 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first half. College Park puts the wide out in motion from the left to the right. He becomes a blocker. The lead blocker for this pass, complete and across midfield up to the 45-yard line. Forced out of bounds just short of the 45-yard line. They'll say he was out of bounds at about the 47. On the Woodlands side of the field, College Park, big first down. Cavaliers come up to the line with 2 wide receivers to the right. That is Connor Dunphy in the Wildcat. He hands off to number 16, who finds some running room to the right side. There's a late flag on this play. That was Alex Brigman with the carry. And they're going to call this a hold against College Park, so this play's coming back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So they're going to step this off, and it puts the ball back on the College Park side of the field on the 43-yard line. So a costly penalty gives the Cavaliers a 1st and 20. Hank Hudson in shotgun behind center. And the handoff goes to number 7, who gets it to midfield before being brought down. That's Brenton Martinez, the sophomore running back, with the carry for the Cavaliers. Gets about 6 yards or 7 yards on that carry. They're going to say 2nd and 13 from the 50-yard line. Martinez in the backfield to the left of Hudson. Takes the snap, looks to his left, finds a wide receiver on a short route. The ball is caught, and then it is fumbled towards the sideline, recovered by a College Park player right on the sideline there. And they are going to say that pass was complete. And then on the hit, it was fumbled, but it was recovered by the Cavaliers. So a fortunate turn there as they retain possession on the Woodlands 45-yard line. They're looking at a 3rd and 8. And this will be a play-action pass. He's looking downfield. He's got his man wide open, and the pass is complete for a touchdown. Nobody covering. Holden Rook on the reception. Point after try coming. High snap, but the hold is good, and the kick is up. And the kick is good. College Park takes a 14-7 lead over the Woodlands. A great route run. He was wide open, and a beautiful pass to catch him in stride. So all he had to do was keep his eye on the ball and bring that one in safely for the reception, and then he had nothing but real estate with nothing in the way between him and the 6 points. College Park takes the lead for the first time tonight, 14-7. So that 7 points will be coming off of a turnover, so a big interception for College Park, and they get 7 points off that turnover, and that gives them their first lead of the evening. The Woodlands with 2 men back to receive this kickoff. The kickoff is short, and it is caught at the 20 and advanced midfield to the 25. He's running sideline to the 30. He's got a little bit of running room to the 40 before being forced out of bounds. They're going to spot this at the 41-yard line, so the Woodlands have pretty good field position to start this possession. And if you add the 40 or so yards that he ran just to get to the sidelines, a significant gain on that kickoff for the Highlanders as they look to get started here and respond in kind with a score of their own. A quick pass to his left. He finds his wide receiver on a short route. Number 6 with a spin move, gains about 2 yards. That's Ben Ferguson on the reception, junior wide receiver for the Highlanders. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Woodlands. They have a 4 wide receiver set, 2 wide on either side. And a high snap brought down. The handoff is clean. It's a fumble. This is going to be recovered, I believe, by College Park. No official call. Now it is officially awarded to the Cavaliers. Another big turnover right at midfield. College Park able to recover. And they will take over possession at the Woodlands 49-yard line. So a short field. And another opportunity for the Cavaliers to capitalize off of a turnover with another score. All 14 points coming in the second quarter for the Cavaliers, and they'll look to add to that as they will start on the 49. And I believe the Woodlands might have jumped the snap on that. The flag thrown at the line of scrimmage, probably an offsides call. And that is what we're going to get, offsides on the Highlanders. Free 5 yards for the Cavaliers. As this moves the ball to the Woodlands 44-yard line. College Park with a 1st and 5 following that offsides penalty. High snap, handoff up the middle, but met immediately at the line of scrimmage for no gain. That'll bring up a 2nd down. 5 yards to pick up the 1st down. They need to get it to the 39-yard line for a 1st down. Hank Hudson in shotgun. Play action pass. He is hit in the pocket and brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a sack. Nowhere to go on this pass play. He's immediately hit in the pocket by John Podolsky, junior defensive lineman for the Woodlands, in the backfield before Hudson could do anything with that play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6. This series coming after a fumble recovery by the Cavaliers. They're looking to capitalize. Pump fake, looking to go deep. The wide receiver has his man beat, but just a little too much on this pass. Overthrows him by about 2 yards. Pass incomplete. Alex Brickman, the intended target. And College Park going to be forced to punt. And the Woodlands have to be pleased with that development, that they did not give up any points on that turnover. The Highlanders return man set up just about on the 10-yard line. The snap is a good one. The punt is up and angled towards the sideline. Fair catch called for and recovered at the 11-yard line. They'll mark it at the 12, and that's where the Highlanders will take over on this series with 5.5 minutes left in the first half. It's a handoff around the left side of the line, fights for everything he can get and brings the ball up to the 20 before finally being wrestled down. So big, strong carry for Lane O'Brien. 8-yard gain will bring up 2nd and 2. Highlanders operating with 2 wide receivers in this set. O'Brien to the left in the backfield, takes the handoff, lowers his shoulder, gets enough for the first down. Gets it up to about the 23-yard line. That'll move the chains. Highlanders unable to get any points so far in the second quarter, looking to turn that around on this possession. 14 unanswered points for College Park to take the 14-7 lead. It's a high snap. Matauer with the quarterback keeper. Looked like he had some room on the right side, but unable to get much past the 27-yard line. DeShiro back in at quarterback. Lane O'Brien in the backfield to his left, 4 wide receiver set. Takes the snap and looks to his left. Plenty of time in the pocket, finds his man on a crossing pattern. That's Calhoun, drops his shoulder and brought down to the 34-yard line. That's enough for a first down. And the Woodlands with a couple of good conversions on this series, able to move the chains. And we're inside of 4 minutes left in this half. The Woodlands still on their side of the field. Ball on the 34. 1st and 10. DeShiro in shotgun. Lane O'Brien to his left in the backfield. It's actually that's Calhoun who lined up behind center, and he takes a direct snap looking for running room on the right side. Maybe gets a yard. And they will mark this on the 35-yard line, so they'll give him a yard on that carry. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. DeShiro's back in at quarterback. 2 wide receivers on either side. Lane O'Brien in the backfield with him, lined up to his right. He puts O'Brien in motion to his right. That's where he pump fakes. Then he looks deep. He's got his wide receiver on the sideline. Pass complete. And the receiver brought down at the 15-yard line, so a huge pass and catch. And a really beautiful pass here as he gets his wide receiver in stride. And that was Cade Moore, the senior wide receiver, with the reception for the Woodlands. Now deep in College Park territory. They've got 1st and 10 from the Cavaliers' 13. Just a little more than 2.5 minutes left in this half. The Woodlands operating from under center. Takes the snap, lots of motion. Number 2 takes the handoff on the right side of the line, fights his way up to about the 10-yard line. That's Teddy Knox with the carry.
Zachary Harris, number 28, on the stop. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
That'll bring up 2nd and 7. They can get the ball down to the 3-yard line for a new set of downs or 10 yards to the end zone. Just about 2 minutes left to play in this half. They have Mabry Matower in at quarterback. Pistol formation. He hands it off, I believe, to Lane O'Brien, who takes it up the middle and maybe gets 2 yards on the carry. And that'll bring up 3rd down. And 4 yards to go. So a big 3rd down play for the Highlanders. Looking to get into the end zone for the first time this quarter. Play clock inside of 10 seconds. Game clock at about 1:15. Matower with the quarterback keeper. Follows blockers into the end zone. Touchdown, Highlanders. That's the freshman quarterback for the Highlanders with the 8-yard touchdown run. 1:12 seconds left in the half. Point after try coming. It's a high snap, but the hold is good, and the kick is right down the center. So the Highlanders with a great possession there, ending in an 8-yard touchdown run from Mabry Matower. And that ties the score at 14. So this first half has proven to be a fantastic half of football, as these rivals have traded touchdowns. And while not officially changing the lead, we are tied at 14. Just over a minute left in the first half, so it'll be interesting to see what College Park opts to do on this possession, if they're going to be conservative or if they want to get something on the board before halftime. They will get the ball to start the second half. The Woodlands won the coin toss and elected to receive in the first half. College Park, 2 return men back on the 10. This kick is going to be caught at the 8 and advanced to the 20, brought up to the 25, met at the 30, and brought down at the 32-yard line. That's decent field position for the Cavaliers, presenting them with options with 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the half.
Ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line. 1st down and 10, Cavaliers.
College Park has 1st and 10 from their own 32. They elect to hand off. Number 2 around the outside left. Has running room, has the first down, and forced out of bounds just short of midfield at the 49-yard line. So a big gain for freshman Connor Dunphy, listed as a wide receiver. So now College Park with just under a minute to go and 51 yards to the end zone. Will probably try to get something out of this possession as they have all 3 timeouts left as well. Wide receiver in motion to the right. That's where the quarterback will roll to his right, looking for his receiver, connects with him, and then it's a fumble and recovered by the Woodlands, but now they're saying no catch. So what looked like a catch and fumble is ruled an incomplete pass. And that would have been a huge turnover with 49 seconds left in the half. The Woodlands would have come up with that. It would have been a short field, and they have all 3 of their timeouts left as well. But that is all for moot because it's an incomplete pass, and that will bring up 2nd and 10. Ball on the College Park 49-yard line. The snap and handoff goes to Dunphy, who's looking for a running room on the right side, but he's brought down for a loss of 4 yards, all the way back to the 45-yard line. College Park going in the opposite direction than they'd like to, but the clock is ticking. We're now inside of 30 seconds left in this half. No urgency coming from the Cavaliers. The Woodlands more than happy to let this clock run out as well, tied at 14. Maybe one more play deep into the end zone with time expiring. That could be an exciting way to end this first half. So it's going to be a timeout called by College Park with 6 seconds left. They're going to make sure that they get the play they want in, and we'll see if they're going to design something to try to get them into the end zone here on the final play of the first half. Always an exciting opportunity because you know there's something in their playbook that they practice every day just for this situation. And with this game having the import that it does, first place in district, going to the winner of this game, you figure that they're going to pull out all the stops, and this would be a perfect opportunity for one of those plays that they sort of have tucked away, waiting for just this opportunity. 6 seconds left in the half. It's 3rd and 13. The Cavaliers have the ball on their own 46-yard line. So 54 yards to the end zone. And they come out with a formation that puts 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 receiver tight to the line on the left, and 1 in the backfield. Looking to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. It is a fumble, and the Woodlands recover. But that recovery comes as the game clock goes all zeros. So while it will go down as a fumble and a turnover in the Woodlands' favor, nothing can come of it as time expires in the half. But folks, we got a great game this evening at Woodforest Bank Stadium. The Woodlands 14, College Park 14. It'll prove to be an exciting second half. Stick around for the bands and then for a great second half.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Woodlands High School is proud to present the award-winning Woodlands High School Marching Band and High Stepper. Tonight, the band is under the field direction of head drum major Mahika Perry, assistant drum majors Lauren Banker, Kate Combs, Katie Underwood, and Alexis Beaudry. And now for your High Steppers. The 2020-2021 High Stepper officers are High Stepper majors Isabel Pimienta and Justice Bachman. Our captains are Katie Block, Justine Lucier, and Ella Porter. Lieutenants are Riley E., Sarah Kim, Amy Silsby, Shelby Smith, and Olivia Stanley. Today, the High Steppers will be performing to the jazz routine when the Saints go marching in. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020-2021 Woodlands High School High Steppers. We are proud to support Highlander football, ladies and gentlemen, the Woodlands High School Marching Band and High Steppers. present the award-winning Reveliers. Your Revelier officers are Major Caitlin Harwood, Lieutenant Major Marley Belt and Julia Stoker, Senior Lieutenant Isabella Nichols, Junior Lieutenants Delaney Hardy, Lindsay Hollis, Cody King, and Emma Weitzel. The social officers are President Ellie Teller, Vice President Lily Oleski, Secretary Cindy Scarborough, Chaplain Sophia Rosales, Spirit Chair Avery Cormier and Grace Fedorchak, Social Media Chair Esme Rodriguez, New Member Liaison Hillary Sanford. The Rookie of the Week is Zoe Finley. The Spirit Girl of the Week is Chloe Rivera. And the Revelier of the Week is Morgan Whetstone. Reveliers under the direction of Allison Lowry and Kaylee Trotter. Ladies and gentlemen, due to the unpredictable weather tonight, the band will not be performing tonight after the Revelier performance. The band, however, would like to recognize our sixth of the week, as this week is our senior parents. Our senior band students are getting through their senior year because of you. Thank you for your dedication to our band program and your unwavering support, especially through these tough decisions that were made throughout this year. We will definitely miss all of our seniors and senior parents. Tonight in the band, you can recognize all of our great seniors tonight wearing the white sashes. We want to thank you for a great 4 years, seniors, for both the band and Revelier seniors. Now, without further ado, the Reveliers will be performing their halftime pom routine to No Roots. Take it away, Reveliers.
What? He's the queen. I didn't hear anything on the radio.
Right, especially this guy. What's up, man? Doing all right? I'm doing good. How about you? You feeling wide and tight? Yeah. Trying not to screw it up. As long as numbers match up, you good. Which one, were you downloading at the same time? No. Chewy does it all. Which camera? Tight on the left, and then the wide. I've always thought that the wide camera ought to be a click over. It is, yeah. Is it? Yeah, I zoom the tight and then adjust the wide, put noise suppression going, so it gets the receivers. But you have a click. Yeah, wide, yeah. So, yeah, we did this, I guess, last year was our first year to do it. It was always funny. Coaches the first game, they always forget to click it back over, so they're following the play of the camera back here. So, coach has some love that. You doing radio tonight? Online broadcast? Yeah, cool. So far. You need to capitalize down here on that first drive. Yeah. So I guess it's getting a little sloppy on both sides. They're minus 12. How's your year been? We finished up, I guess 2 weeks ago, and we went 500 both grades, 7th and 8th grade, both went 3 and 3. It was an okay year. We had about 4 kids in 8th grade that set out, four 18s that set out the year, and I've heard that was it is a pretty good group. So we had, let's see what that was about.
So, Coach?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good.
Had 82 8th graders come out and 70 7th graders, so we're down about 25-30% each grade.
Did a great job playing on and nice. You had a great relationship with all our refs in our game.
Yeah. You see me work with refs before.
Almost went out the field to take a couple of them out for him, especially in that Willis game.
That was something.
Oh, man.
Y'all, the thing that's different, we had a good run of offensive linemen. Yeah, we had. Really have. Which we had when we first opened up College Park, and we just had a drought. Like a 4 year drought. Yeah, we the 8th grade O line group is pretty solid. They're not deep, but they're top and good. And then the 7th grade, I mean, depth and power, they're a good O line group. Only good thing about 80 of them, you get the coaching. Exactly. Yes. Yes. I mean, that's the problem. You want numbers when you get too many. Yeah, for sure. You get too many, it's hard. And we have 8 coaches now. I think we were still at 7 when you were there. So it's helped a lot. Yeah, what? We have 8 coaches now down in Austin. Who was 8? This year it was Alonzo Barber. They added a spot. See, last year we had 14. So they added a coaching spot. And this year we just have 13 because of our numbers. But
She lost his foot.
And do you remember at this game when from our side, we were on the business side, but the gorilla jumped out and ran the lane?
I sure do. Yep. I sure. What year was that? That was one of my first years. Yep, I do.
You know what I'm talking about? All of a sudden, we got a timeout, and the kid in the gorilla suit jumps the fence. And what it was supposed to be, but they chickened out, it's supposed to be a banana, a gorilla, and the zookeeper. That's funny. Who is the lady?
Brenda Dominguez, Remax. Remax Fullerton. The other my dad was playing in that FCA, that was basketball coach.
Have you started back? You don't do basketball.
No, I don't do basketball. Track. I got out of tennis last year, but I might be taking it back this year. So we'll see. Still trying to decide.
Who have the basketball guys
started? Yeah. They haven't had any games yet. But their first game is next week.
Yeah, 8 games, he's like that. I'm not trying to. It's like, bro, it's my sport. Yeah. You're 8th grade. It's like, I'm not passionate. I'm also passionate. It's like 8th grade, bro. Just be involved. He's like, no, I was like, all right, your expectations in all season just rose up a year. You get practicing, and I get your ass to do it.
There you go.
All right, man. I'm going to get on my hand and give it a long day today.
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right here.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thanks. No, you bet. Thank you.
for the second half, and we're just about a minute away from the beginning of the second half here. We're tied at 14 on this very exciting rivalry game between the two Woodlands high schools. And the Highlanders fixing to make their dramatic entrance onto their sideline. It was an exciting first half. The Woodlands off to a quick 7-0 lead in the first quarter on a huge 93-yard All right, and the Woodlands Highlanders now making their way onto the field as we get ready for the second half to get started here at Woodforest Bank Stadium, tied at 14. The Woodlands, the first to score back in the first quarter off a 93-yard touchdown reception, followed by two quick scores in the second quarter from College Park. The Cavaliers took a 14-7 lead, but with just about a minute left in that first half, the Woodlands able to score from 8 yards out to even this game up at 14. There have been a couple of turnovers, not too costly. 7 points were scored off of one of those turnovers. College Park able to convert a turnover into points, but otherwise it's been a close match. Both teams came into this game at 4-0 in district play, so the winner gets first place in the district. Right now, College Park, the first place team, because they have the slightly better record at 7-1 overall, while the Woodlands come in at 5-2. So the proximity of these high schools make them natural rivals, but today's game, for all the marbles, makes this an even more intense rivalry matchup. 24 minutes left to go in this game. We are tied at 14. So it's effectively 0-0 as we start this second half of action. College Park will receive the kickoff, and they've got their two return men back set up on about the 5-yard line. And this second half has begun with a high kick fielded at the 5. It was fair caught at the 5, so this will be a touchback. And the Cavaliers will start from the 25-yard line. College Park able to score in the second quarter off a 2-yard touchdown run from Alex Brigman and a 45-yard touchdown reception from Holden Rook. They're going to open up with a pass, a quick pass to the sideline, complete and advanced to close to the 30-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard completion. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Cavaliers. Operating in shotgun, puts his man in motion to his right side, and that's where the handoff will go. Runner makes a push past the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 1, and that is Connor Dunphy with the carry. He is listed as a freshman wide receiver, but they've involved him in quite a few running plays. Brenton Martinez, the sophomore running back, now checking in for the Cavaliers. Hank Hudson, the senior quarterback in shotgun for the Cavaliers, takes the snap. Play action pass. He's going to pull it down actually and try to carry this one. He's hit at the 30, but he's able to fall forward for about a gain of maybe 2 yards. Not enough for the first down, and it'll bring up 4th and about 2 yards. But they're inside of their own 35-yard line on their own 33, so they'll be forced to punt on this 4th down. The The Highlanders will put their return man back at the 30. Snap is good, and the punt is off. This is going to hit at the 30 and take a big College Park bounce inside the 15, where it will be downed at the 12-yard line. So a good punt for the Cavaliers, and the Woodlands will take over from their own 12-yard line. We're less than 2 minutes into the second half. Knotted up at 14. We like to mention our game day sponsor, Memorial Hermann, the Woodlands Medical Center. So the Highlanders get their first possession of the second half, deep in their own territory, working from the shotgun. It'll be a play-action pass, looking across the middle, has a man complete across the middle of the 25-yard line. Ben Ferguson, the junior wide receiver, with the reception. He had to go up for that one. And covered well by Kurt Evangelister, but a good throw. And that's good enough for a first down. Oh, and this snap is bobbled, but it's actually recovered by the running back, Jabari Reed, with a heads-up play. Snap was a little bit offline and bobbled, but Reed comes down with it and advances it for a 5-yard gain up to the 30-yard line. I don't know if baton twirler is what these girls are called, but they're actually pretty amazing from what I've watched from the press box. And there is no way in the world that I could toss one of those things up and catch it. This one is a design direct snap to number 15. That's Lane O'Brien. And he's able to maybe get 2 yards on this carry. So a little bit of a trick play. A direct snap to Lane O'Brien. Gives them a short 3rd and 2. Operating from their own 33-yard line. Mabry Matower, number 7, behind center for the Woodlands. He is a freshman. And it's a high snap. He comes down with it. It's a designed run, I believe, for the quarterback. He is able only to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up a 4th down. These flags are thrown late as a little bit of extracurricular activity going in around that scrum following the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Not sure if they'll be offsetting or if they'll go against either side here. Not sure what the call is, we're waiting on it. So personal foul penalty against the Woodlands. And that'll back them up 15 yards from the end of the play. So while that was ostensibly a punting down, this is certainly field position that will prevent any sort of discussion on what to do other than punt the ball away. With the ball on their own 18 and 4th and forever, the Highlanders will punt this away. Cavaliers have their return man on the 45. The punt is off. It is high. And a fair catch called for at the 49-yard line. So good field position for College Park as they'll look to take advantage of a short field on this possession. So just about 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter. We are scoreless in the 3rd quarter. $14 all as College Park gets ready with 3 wide receivers. Slot man to his right and puts his man in motion in the backfield to the right. This play is blown dead. There is a flag on the far side of the field. They're going to call a false start penalty against the Cavaliers, so they'll step off 5 yards. And that'll bring the ball back to the College Park 44-yard line. And they'll try first down again, this time 15 yards to go for the first down. So penalties and turnovers doing no favors for either team this evening. College Park puts 2 men in motion to the left. The handoff goes up the middle. That is number 22, Dylan D'Angelo, the junior running back, usually heavily involved in the College Park offense. I have not called his name too often this evening, so maybe they'll give him some touches here in the second half as he's working with some fresh legs. Connor Dunphy, number 2, is the man in the backfield, sharing that space with quarterback Hank Hudson. Hudson, pump fake to his right, finds his man across the middle, complete to number 11, who brings it to about the 43-yard line. That's Cody Maladenka, the junior tight end, on the reception. And it's that time of night where the print on the roster has gotten very small for me, so the reading glasses have made their first appearance of the season. College Park puts 2 men in motion to the right side of the line. It's a tight formation. Quarterback keeper, that's number 16 with the direct snap. Alex Brigman lining up behind center, unable to get much past the line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up 4th down and short. They'll need 2 yards to convert this if they're going to go for it. And as of right now, they haven't sent on a punting unit. So they have the ball on the Woodlands 43-yard line, 2 yards to go for the first down. And it does appear that they will now elect to go ahead and punt this away and try to give the Woodlands a longer field to operate from. Although you kind of have to be aware of a potential for a fake punt. They're going to blow this one dead to stop the clock, and I'm not sure what the call is. It'll be a delay of game call against College Park, and this one probably by design to give them a little bit more field to operate from on this punt. So nothing too detrimental to their efforts here as they have the ball now on the Woodlands 48-yard line. So a little more room to operate on this punt. The snap is good. They get the punt off. It's angled towards the sideline, or the hash mark rather, inside the 10. Bounces straight up, recovered by College Park and downed inside the 10. This will be spotted at the 9-yard line. So a good punt from the Cavaliers to pin the Woodlands back inside the 10-yard line and giving them a 91-yard field to navigate to try to find that end zone. Just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Still tied at 14 as both teams have failed to score in the third quarter here. And a quick pass to the left sideline is complete. Wrestled out of bounds short of the 15-yard line. That pass complete to senior wide receiver Teddy Knox. They'll mark the ball on the 13. The Highlanders have a 2nd and 6. 4 wide receivers set, 2 on either side. Shotgun snap, looks left, then turns right, finds Calhoun in the slot, trying to fight for any yardage. Maybe gets a half a yard on that play to bring up 3rd down and 6. They've got to get the ball to the 19-yard line to convert. Same formation, 4 wide receiver set. Lane O'Brien is the running back in the backfield with the quarterback Connor DeShiro. It's a play action pass. He has his man across the middle, throws behind Calhoun. Had his defender beat on the slant route, thrown just behind him, pass incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down, and it'll bring out the Highlanders punting unit. So a quick 3 and out. Cavaliers defense has to be pleased with how that turned out. Just about 50 seconds off the clock on that series. And they'll put their punt return man right at the midfield 50-yard line. This punt is not a good one as it goes out of bounds short of the 40-yard line. And it'll be spotted on the Woodlands 39-yard line. So excellent field position for College Park to get started on this possession with just under 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Conroe ISD would like to thank the press box sponsors for the 2020 season: BJ's Restaurant in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Buca de Beppo in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Buffalo Wild Wings in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Chili's of the Woodlands, College Park Chick-fil-A, Culver's in Conroe. Cavaliers are out and set with a 3 wide receiver set. Quarterback Hank Hudson operating from under center. Passes behind the line. This is going to be another pass complete to 16 down at the 5-yard line. So a well-designed play. The original pass complete to Connor Dunphy. Dunphy resets and fires downfield and finds Alex Brigman for the reception. Brought down at the 4-yard line, and that'll bring up 1st and goal for the Cavaliers. Operating from shotgun again. Takes the snap, hands off to number 7, hit immediately at the line of scrimmage and actually dropped for a 1-yard loss. Brenton Martinez with the carry, and no space to run on that. Logan Ecure on the stop for the Highlanders. 2nd and goal from the 5. Hudson in shotgun, rolls to his right, looking to throw, has a man in the end zone, pass incomplete. It looked like Holden Rook was the intended target in the end zone. And that'll bring up a 3rd and goal. So a big 3rd down play here. Cavaliers have the ball on the 5. Looking to throw. Corner of the end zone. Puts it up. It comes down with the reception. They say touchdown. Cavaliers. Cody Miladenka, the tight end, with the corner route. And Hudson put the ball where only he could catch it. So a 5-yard touchdown pass. Give the Cavaliers a 20-14 lead, pending the extra point. It's a high snap, but the hold is good and the kick is up and good. So Cavaliers take a 21-14 lead over the Woodlands with 3:34 left in the 3rd quarter. So the first score of the 2nd half belongs to College Park. That gives them the 7-point lead. And the fans are, in fact, getting excited out here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Highlanders are set up and ready to receive. And the Cavaliers set up with the ball on the tee, ready for this kickoff as well. Kick is a deep one. This is going to be caught and downed in the end zone for a touchback. The Woodlands will start this possession from the 25-yard line. 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Conroe ISD would like to thank the press box sponsors for our 2020 season, including H-E-B Conroe, Mark and Harper's Trace, Manny's Barbecue in Conroe, McKenzie's Barbecue in Conroe, Raising Cane's of Conroe, the Woodlands and Rayford Road, Red Robin of the Woodlands, Russo's New York Pizzeria in Conroe. Highlanders come out with 4 wide receiver set, 2 on either side, pistol formation out of shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking across the middle, deep, has a wide receiver midfield. It's a jump ball, and nobody can come down with this one. Pass incomplete to Cade Moore, the senior wide receiver. He appeared to have his defender beat by a step. But he had kind of had to adjust once the ball was in the air, and it just became a jump ball he was unable to come down with. So the Woodlands reset from their own 25-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2 men in the backfield. This one is a direct snap to Calhoun, who flips it on the end around. And he has some running room on the right side, drops his shoulder, brings it across the 40 for the first down, and that's Teddy Knox with the carry on the end around. And showed a will to get that first down for the Highlanders. Ball on their own 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to respond to the College Park touchdown. High snap, handed off to number 15. That's Lane O'Brien with the carry and a gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Highlanders yet to find the end zone here in the second half. And an official timeout. So we get a stop and play. I don't believe a timeout charged to either sideline, an official timeout. And it may have had to do with equipment, as we are now set to resume play. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, pump fake to his left, now goes deep. This one covered well, and the throw goes out of bounds, incomplete. Teddy Knox was the intended target on the left sideline. And that'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Highlanders. 8 yards to go for the first down. They've got to get it across midfield to the 49-yard line to keep this drive going. From the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. Takes the snap, looks to his left. Looking for the left sideline, finds his man complete. That's enough for a first down, as he'll make it across midfield to the 48-yard line. So a really well-timed throw, right on target. The Highlanders get a new set of downs, as they're now on the Cavalier side of the field. Pistol formation. Connor DeShiro looks to the sideline and communicates with his offensive line as they reset. Running back just off his left hip. Looks to his right, quick fires to number 4. Pass complete at the 44-yard line. Forward progress stop there. Cade Moore on the reception. A 5-yard gain for the Highlanders. DeShiro in shotgun with Lane O'Brien to his right. 2 wide receivers on either side. Gets the snap, looks to his left, finds a slot man, complete, and finds some room to run through some arm tackles to the 20, makes it to the 10. He's going to find the end zone, touchdown. Ben Ferguson with the reception. And that should go down as a 48-yard touchdown reception. And pending the extra point here, the Highlanders can tie this at 21. It's a bad snap, but a good hold, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So we're tied at 21 with 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the third quarter. The Woodlands respond and get us right back into a tie ball game. 21-21. Both teams come in to this game undefeated in district play at 4-0. College Park in first place in the district. They come in at 7-1. The Woodlands right behind them at 5-2. But with a win here, the Woodlands take over first place in the district. So you can feel the tension building as this game goes on and we get close to the final quarter of the game. Both teams trading punches. And we are again all knotted up, this time at 21-21. Now we have lucked out this evening as the rains have stayed away from Woodforest Bank Stadium for the most part during tonight's action. So a pretty clean football game so far. We're ready for the kickoff. College Park has 2 back, set up on the 5-yard line. This kick is fairly deep into the end zone. This will be a touchback. And the Cavaliers will start this possession on the 25-yard line. Their last series was an impressive drive that resulted in a 5-yard touchdown pass to their tight end, Cody Meladenka. Cavaliers going to look to move the ball against this Highlanders defense. They'll start with a pump fake to his left, looking to throw deep, has plenty of time in the pocket. Now he's going to run for it. Actually, he's going to go ahead and try to make this throw. A flag comes in late. Meladenko was the intended target on that throw. The quarterback may have crossed the line of scrimmage before that throw, and that might be what the penalty flag is for. Illegal man downfield is the call against College Park, as it seemed like the quarterback had opted to keep the ball and run. His blockers trying to get ahead of him and make some room for him. Got a little bit too far downfield on that play. So it'll bring up 1st and 15. They have the ball on the 20. And the handoff to number 22 around the left side makes up to the 25-yard line. That's Dylan D'Angelo with the carry and the 5-yard gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage. So the Cavaliers will have 2nd and 10. So there's a flag on the play, and they call a personal foul penalty against the Woodlands. So in addition to the 5-yard carry, they'll get 15 yards tacked on after the play. So that's a tough penalty for the Highlanders, but a very fortunate turn for College Park. They have 1st and 10 now from their own 40. D'Angelo shifting to the right side of the backfield, but it's a passing play complete to number 10, who's hit at the 41. The ball comes out, but I'm almost certain that the ground caused the fumble, and that's what they'll say, pass complete, and player down at the 41. They'll actually mark it at the 42, and this will bring up a 2nd and 8. That might have been our last play of the third quarter, as we are inside of 20 seconds now to the end of the quarter. Play clock is turned off. They could let it go to zeros. It looks like they'll try to get one more play in. Take the snap. The handoff goes to D'Angelo up the middle. Drops his shoulder and leans forward, trying to get to the 45, but they'll mark him down closer to the 44-yard line, and that will be the last play of the third quarter. Folks, we've got a great game going on here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. We are tied at 21 each as we're getting ready for what's going to prove to be a very exciting fourth quarter of action coming up. Conroe ISD would like to thank the press box sponsors for the 2020 season, including Spectrum in Oak Ridge, Spring Creek Barbecue in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Texas Roadhouse in Conroe, Vernon's Country Catfish in Conroe, and Wings and More in Conroe. And a special thanks to Spring Creek Barbecue in the Portofino Shopping Center, Shenandoah, for sponsoring the press box tonight. I have honestly been looking forward to this game all week, knowing that they were coming in undefeated in the district, that this game was going to be winner take all. You figure they're natural rivals to begin with, but then with that at stake, this was going to be an exciting game, and it's proved to be a very exciting game. They've traded some touchdowns back and forth. We are tied at 21-21. We're getting ready for our final quarter. College Park ready, takes the snap, pump fakes to his left, flushed out of the pocket, throws across the middle. It looks like the pass was tipped close to the line of scrimmage. Pass is incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down for College Park. So on this possession, College Park unable to answer the touchdown of the Highlanders. And the Woodlands have to be satisfied with that defensive effort, as this punt is angled towards the sideline and caught at the 25. Tried to advance. It maybe got a yard on that punt return, and they'll mark it at the 27-yard line. And that's where the Woodlands will get started here. 14 seconds into the fourth quarter. So a handoff to Lane O'Brien, who finds some running room on the right side, makes a spin move at the 30, and falls forward to the 31-yard line. DeShiro in shotgun with Lane O'Brien to his left. He has 2 wide receivers on either side. Gets the snap, looks immediately to his left out of the backfield, finds O'Brien. O'Brien with some running room, makes it to the sideline, then makes a move towards the inside. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. That's plenty for the first down. The Woodlands with the new set of downs on their own 41-yard line. Same formation with 4 wide receivers set. They put 2 on either side. O'Brien's in the backfield with DeShiro. He's to the left of DeShiro. And DeShiro looks to throw. Quick throw to the left sideline. He finds Teddy Knox for the reception and a gain of a few yards up to the 44-yard line. Forced out of bounds and stops the clock at 10:44. 2nd and 7. The same formation for the Highlanders. Shotgun snap, play action pass, looking across the middle, has his man wide open. Number 6 with the reception across the middle, evades his first tackler. Running room and brought down at the 25-yard line. Ben Ferguson, the junior wide receiver, with the reception. And good yards after the catch. DeShiro with lots of time in the pocket to make this completion, and then able to run through some arm tackles before being brought down at the 25-yard line. And that's where the Highlanders will operate from here with a new set of downs, 1st and 10. O'Brien switches to the right side of DeShiro in the backfield. DeShiro with the keeper, actually. That is Mabry Mettauer, the freshman quarterback who busts his way into the end zone through all those would-be tacklers for a 25-yard touchdown run. So with just under 10 minutes left to play, the Woodlands take the lead 27-21, pending this extra point. It's a good snap, good hold, and that kick is right down the middle. Extra point's good. Highlanders go up 28-21. So the Woodlands have been able to get freshman quarterback Mabry Mettauer into the game throughout today's action. He's been responsible for 2 scores, 8-yard and touchdown run back in the second quarter, and that was a 25-yard touchdown run to give the Woodlands their first lead since the first quarter. Nobody's leaving the stadium early tonight. A very exciting game between these undefeated in district play rivals. College Park looking to respond to that score. The Woodlands responsible for the last 14 points scored in this game. This is going to be a low squib kick that goes out of bounds at the half-a-yard line, so they nearly made it into the end zone for a touchback. But College Park will get decent field position off of that kickoff that goes out of bounds, and the official call on the field.
Free kick out of bounds. 60, the kicking team. 30 yards. First down.
And that gives College Park 5 extra yards to start on their own 30. Plenty of time left in this game, just about 10 minutes to go. Only down 7. Cavaliers looking to respond. Out of the shotgun. It's a quarterback keeper, but that quarterback is actually wide receiver Connor Dunphy. Lines up behind center in the Wildcat formation. And now Hank Hudson, the senior quarterback, back into the huddle. Coming out of the huddle in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his right. He puts his wideout in motion. It's a play action pass. He's looking to the sideline, has his man at the 50, and tackled out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. Carson Nolan is the senior wide receiver with the reception. That puts College Park on the Woodlands side of the field on the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Wide receiver in motion And he'll be the pitch man, and he options it to his pitch man for a huge loss, a loss of about 11 yards on that play, maybe 10, but brought back all the way onto the College Park side of the field, brought down at the 41-yard line. So from the 49 to the 41-yard line, a 10-yard loss there. Not the direction the Cavaliers were looking to go. Following a big conversion. And it's a play action pass. They flush him out of the pocket. He has his man wide open. Number 10 with the reception down to the 30, 25, 20. Evades his tackler, tiptoes the sideline into the end zone. That is a touchdown. College Park. Michael Perry with the reception. He's listed as a fullback. Not very often you call a fullback's number on a big touchdown reception. A 59-yard touchdown reception. With 8:23 left to play, College Park looking to tie it with this extra point. So a very important point after try. And the kick is up and good to tie the score at 28. So we got ourselves a heavyweight fight here as the teams are trading punches, and we are knotted up at 28. And no quit in either of these teams. A couple of lead changes. Several ties in this game so far tonight. And that's where we sit right now at 28 apiece. So the clock will come into play. Final possession, turnovers. With less than 8.5 minutes to go in this game. Every little play will become more and more pronounced. This is a high kick, but short, and fielded at the 5, advanced to the 10-yard line, 15, brought across the 20, and met by the tacklers at about the 25-yard line. They'll mark it up at the 26, and that's where the Highlanders will start this series. They were able to drive down the field on their previous possession, capped off with a 25-yard touchdown run from their freshman quarterback. Penalty against the Highlanders. And this will be an illegal block to the back penalty that moves them back to the 10-yard line. So exactly what the Woodlands did not want to happen on this series, as they now have 90 yards to go for a touchdown. Looking to throw, plenty of time in the pocket, across the middle, finds Calhoun for the completion. He escapes his tacklers, and he's off to the races across midfield, past the 30, down to the 25, and brought down at the 22-yard line. Jack Calhoun with the reception, and then an incredible yards after catch as he gets through that tackle and this tackle and the 3 other would-be tacklers before finally being brought down at what they'll call the 21-yard line. So the Woodlands showing life on this drive. We have 8 minutes left in this game. We're tied at 28. And there is movement on the Highlanders line. They're going to throw flags for what is certainly going to be a false start penalty. And that is what they'll call on the field here, a 5-yard penalty against the Highlanders. So after the kickoff, a 15-yard penalty started them on the 10-yard line, but they recovered from that with that big pass completion to Calhoun. But then they set up on the 21-yard line, and now they're operating from the 26. Handoff. No, it is actually a quarterback keeper, and that is Matauer once again with the quarterback keeper. Almost enough for the first down, but they'll mark him just short of the 11-yard line. So they'll say ball on the 12. They'll need 1 yard to pick up the first down. So it's 2nd and 1. Matauer staying in at quarterback for the Highlanders. He takes a high snap. It's a designed run for the quarterback. He's looking for some room up the middle. Not too much, although enough to get the first down. He's inside the 10-yard line. So this will be 1st and goal for the Highlanders. Ball's on the 9-yard line. So the Highlanders' #1 obligation right here is ball security, no turnovers. With this field position, you have to come away with some points. Matauer in at quarterback, takes the snap, a design run for him again. College Park, looks like that's what they were playing that particular possession for, so they meet him at the line of scrimmage, and he gets maybe a yard on the carry. Ball on the 7-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. That's Mabry Matauer, #7, in at quarterback for the Highlanders. I've said this several times tonight, but he is a freshman, so a bright future for the Highlanders. And this will be quarterback keeper. He's got some blockers. He is a hard runner. He's able to get down to the 2-yard line before being brought down. That'll bring up 3rd down and goal. From the 2, Connor DeShiro, senior quarterback, #12, back in for the Highlanders. He's going to take the snap from under center. We've seen some quarterback sneaks from this formation. There was movement on the offensive line. The flags come out. This is a tough penalty. It's going to be a false start penalty against the Highlanders, and it's going to put them back 5 yards, where they'll have 3rd and goal from the 7 instead of 3rd and goal from the 2. So some really costly penalties, but I guess at the end of the day, it's not too costly if you can get some points off of this. Although 7 points, certainly a lot better than having to settle for 3. Although we have another flag now, and I think there's going to be an illegal substitution. And that is what they're going to call against the Woodlands, an illegal substitution to follow the false start penalty. So 2 back-to-back penalties pushes the Woodlands back to the 12-yard line now. They had this ball on the 2, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 12. So those could prove to be very tough penalties this far inside of College Park territory, with the score all tied up at 28, and the Woodlands needing to get points on the board from this possession. It's a shotgun snap. DeShiro looking to pass. He tucks the ball to run. He makes it to the 10-yard line before being hit and brought down at the 9-yard line, well short of the goal line. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they will go for the field goal here. It will be a 26-yard field goal attempt for the lead. The kick is up And the kick is good. 26-yard field goal. Gives the Highlanders a 31-28 lead with just under 4 minutes to go in this game. We've been back and forth and tied for most of this evening. The second half advantage goes to the Highlanders as they have just edged out College Park 17-14 here in the second half, which is the difference in this game. 31-28. Highlanders lead by a field goal. All right, both sides set for the kickoff. Cavaliers have 2 return men set up back on the 5. Highlanders signal he's ready for this kickoff, and the kick is going to be caught at the 5-yard line and advanced to the 10, up to the 15, brought across midfield to the 20, hit at the 21, and brought down on the left hash mark. College Park will start this drive from their own 21-yard line. There's 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in this game. Cavaliers are down 3. The winner of this game will go to 5-0 in district play, and they will be alone in that first place spot. So you have to wonder if College Park feels that pressure or if they're going to play loose and confident on this possession. And it's a play action pass looking across the middle, has his man beat, number 11 with the reception, across midfield, brought down at the 30. A huge catch from the tight end, Cody Muladenka, and they have gotten him involved here in the second half. He's responsible for a 5-yard touchdown reception. And this is a huge gain as College Park now well inside of the Woodlands territory. 1st and 10 from the 30. Just a little more than 3 minutes left in the game. And it's a handoff up the middle. Very little room to run, maybe a yard on the carry. Up to the 29-yard line. That was freshman Connor Dunphy on the carry. Quarterback Hank Hudson comes in from the sideline with the play. And the Cavaliers come to the line with 3 wide receivers set. Slot receiver on the right. The wideout on the right in motion, resets in the slot. It's a play action pass looking to throw across to the sideline. It's through the hands of the intended wide receiver. Carson Nolan, senior wide receiver, the intended target. That'll bring up a 3rd and long, 9 yards to go for this first down. They'll have to get the ball down to the 20-yard line. It would seem too far for a field goal attempt without any extra yardage here. You're looking at about a 46-yard field goal. So certainly looking for the first down. College Park fans up on their feet, looking for the corner of the end zone. This ball is overthrown and incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. There's 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Each side has 3 timeouts left. And on this 4th down play, If you don't have the kicker with the leg to tie it, you obviously need to go for it. And that's what looks like College Park has decided to do, as quarterback Hank Hudson trots into the huddle with the play. There's under 10 seconds left on the play clock, and as they go to the line of scrimmage, it's down to 5, 4, 3. So will they get the snap off? They do. Looking to pass. He's going to go deep. He's looking for his tight end in the end zone. Draws the flag for pass interference. So this is going to be very advantageous to College Park if they get the call here. 3 defenders all over the intended target, Cody Meladenka, the tight end. So they're going to discuss this. Previously, a flag thrown earlier in the game was waved off, which was clearly thrown for a pass interference. But after a conference, it was picked up. Let's see what they do with this call. And they will get a pass interference call against the Woodlands. So on a 4th down attempt, the Highlanders penalty keeps the hopes alive for the College Park Cavaliers, as this ball will now be spotted on the 14-yard line. The Woodlands will use one of their timeouts here with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game. The Highlanders trying to hold on to a 31-28 lead. College Park, however, with great field position and an opportunity to either tie this game with a field goal of their own or a chance to get in the end zone to take the lead outright, and plenty of time left for them to try to get this into the end zone. So coming into this game, I was hoping for an exciting game. This has proven to be extremely exciting, but also as close as you would hope with 2 teams that seemed as evenly matched up as they were coming into this game. 4-0 in the district, both with extensive winning streaks, and they have lived up to the billing by giving us a very exciting game. 31-28 in favor of the Woodlands, but College Park on the march. Handoff goes up the middle. D'Angelo with running room finds the end zone. Brought down at the goal line. They signal touchdown. Cavaliers retake the lead, 34-31. Looking to extend this lead to 4 points with the point after try. This is a very important extra point. It's a good snap, good hold. Kick is up and good. And with that touchdown and extra point, Cavaliers go up 35-31. However, the Woodlands have 2 minutes left, and it shows 3 timeouts left. So perhaps I was mistaken. I thought the timeout was called for by the Woodlands, but on the scoreboard they have credited the timeout to College Park. So going off of that, it looks like the Woodlands have all 3 timeouts to work with, and 2 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. They need a score, they need a touchdown rather, and cannot settle for a field goal here as they trail by 4. So a couple of return men deep. This one will be caught at the 5, and it's a fair catch, so it'll be a touchback, and the Woodlands start this drive from the 25-yard line. So a very exciting series coming up here. as the Woodlands need to find the end zone. 75 yards to go. Looking to pass. Throws to the sideline. Pass complete. Wide receiver Teddy Knox on the reception. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line, and a new set of downs for the Highlanders. Inside of 2 minutes left. Not too much time from that play. We're at a minute 58. DeShiro back to pass. Oh, he's hit in the backfield and dropped for a sack. Looks like he was going to bounce off of the defender. Brought down for a sack, and the Woodlands will use a timeout here to stop the clock at a minute 50 seconds left. That'll go down as a 5-yard loss. Out of this timeout, the Woodlands will be looking at 2nd and 15. So this has been a very exciting game, but an even more exciting fourth quarter. We've had 24 points scored in the fourth quarter alone. College Park, the last to score on an 11-yard touchdown run from Dylan D'Angelo. The Woodlands coming out of the timeout. Ball on their own 32-yard line. A field goal will not do it, so they're looking for end zone. 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 wide to his left. DeShiro back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, scrambles to his right, finds a receiver wide open, past the 50, up to the 45, drops his shoulder, brought down inside the 45. That's Ben Ferguson with the reception. And the Woodlands move the chains. They're on the College Park side of the field. Ball on the 43. A minute 41 to play. Winner of this game takes first place in the district. There was some early movement on the line, but no flags thrown. This is a deep throw, and it is bobbled by the defender, almost picked off. But the pass falls incomplete. That would have been devastating to the Woodlands. And that was Marcus Scott II defending that pass and nearly coming up with a huge interception. Cade Moore was the intended target. You got to give him some credit for maybe a good shove on the defender to keep him from making that interception. Pass complete to number 15. Lane O'Brien, but he catches it on the turf, so down at the original line of scrimmage. Ball on the 43, it's 3rd down. They have to get to the 33 for the first down. Shotgun snap, flushed out of the pocket, dropped for the sack, and they're gonna have to use another timeout here, and that is what's gonna happen. The Woodlands spend another timeout, and there is a minute and 1 second left in this game. And out of this timeout, the Highlanders will have a 4th and 15 to go. So they've got to pull out that magic play that they've worked on all year that hasn't been scouted, that can guarantee them at least 15 yards. Not to overstate it, but their season rests on this play call. Both teams playing for first place in the conference, 4-0 coming into this game. College Park looking to extend their 6-game winning streak and go to 8-1 overall. The Woodlands looking to go to 6-2 overall and 5-0 in district play. So a lot on the line here as they're going to come out of this timeout. College Park has 2 timeouts of their own, so you have to figure if they don't like what they see from the Woodlands coming out of this timeout, they might spend one of their own to make sure that they have what they want on the defensive side of the ball called and ready to go. The Woodlands look like they're ready with 4th and 15. DeShiro flushed out of the pocket. He's grabbed and dropped for the sack. That should effectively end this game, and it will. There is a flag, and I think it's going to be excessive celebration on the College Park sideline. But it's hard to hold that against them, as that sack seals this victory for the Cavaliers. The Highlanders have 1 timeout left, so not enough to stop the clock, and they'll take a victory formation. So it is a penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, or unsportsmanlike on the sideline. But I don't see the coaches getting too upset about that play call. They have the sideline back in order and making sure that they can just get a clean snap here, take a knee. We'll see if the Woodlands want to spend that last time out, but they certainly don't have enough to stop the clock more than 1 time. And with 56 seconds left in this game, it is effectively over in favor of the College Park Cavaliers. And they will go to the line in their victory formation. This rivalry game lived up to all of my hopes and expectations coming into tonight. And the Woodlands will not use their final timeout. And College Park will have to take 1 more snap. And they'll make sure that it is their final snap, going to the line with less than 30 seconds left on the play clock. Takes the knee, that ends the game. Cavaliers ready to celebrate as they go undefeated in district play and guarantee themselves a first-place finish in district for the season. A great game on both sides of the football. 35-31 is your final. It was just as close as that final would suggest. So you got to be excited when both teams show up ready to play and they deliver on such a fantastic game. They're going to meet midfield to shake hands on a game well played. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you all have a great rest of the weekend and your recovery from overeating and everything you did on Thanksgiving is a good recovery. That's what I'm going to continue to do as I leave here with nothing further from my mind than more food to eat. Thanks again for joining us, y'all. Be careful and be kind to one another.